Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. As you know, my name is Lily and this is Golden Girl by Design. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and leave a comment down below if you have any questions. Today we're going to be talking all about the big chop and transitioning. So as everyone knows, there are pros and cons to both big chopping into natural or transitioning directly into natural. You're leaving the relaxed hair on and just letting your hair grow out basically and adding no chemicals. So the first pro, you keep your confidence. With transition, it doesn't completely kill your self-image of yourself. You still have hair. You don't look completely bald. You don't have to completely rebuild your self-confidence. Also, transitioning can be very versatile. You can use it easily if you are a type of person that does weaves, specifically with having just a little bit of leave out that like splits over in the middle, and most of your hair is covered, so you're getting that growth, but you have a little bit of leave out, which, you know, is still technically permed, but still growing out natural as well, which blends in whatever tracks that might show if not there. The cons of transitioning from perm to natural, basically it makes it super difficult to moisturize your hair. Think about it, because you have two different types of textures going on one head. It's deeper than most people having different type of textures within their hair if they're like natural, because most people do. It's one side is chemicals and one side is not. Generally speaking, like if you choose to transition, your hair is just going to need a lot more maintenance overall. I personally had to wash my hair every week while I was transitioning. Like, I could not go the every 2 weeks. My friends that were natural was like, why you wash your hair so much? It's dirty. And the reason why it's dirty or you're itching or it feels dry is because the chemical part of your hair and the non-chemical part of your hair is basically fighting itself on a regular. Another con that goes towards transitioning is that you are definitely going to have to trim your hair a lot more often. The relaxed hair will become your ends after a certain point. Runs a strong and high possibility of starting to split as soon as your hair starts growing. So you will need to go to a beautician or just seriously look out for split ends, because it's so easy for that relaxed hair just to, when it's not getting that chemical anymore, and completely destroy the new growth. So my last con for transitioning is most of the time when you transition, it takes 2 times longer to get the exact same hair growth as a person who just cut their hair all the way off one time. And the reason why I know this for a fact is because I transitioned from perm to natural while I was in high school. This was the beginning of my transitioning, and I transitioned by doing weaves with leave out. I digress though. So when I did the transition part, it took me 5 to 6 years to get the same amount of growth that I got in 2 years just by doing the big chop. 5 to 6 years, 2 years. In fact, my hair is longer now since doing the big chop than it was even before I even had to start over. When I did it, it completely changed my outlook of beauty. A lot of times I think women get caught up in the fact that their beauty is in their hair, and you are so much more than your hair. Your confidence and your beauty comes from within. And I know for me personally, before I did the big chop, I thought everything that was pretty was basically what was on top of his head. You know, like, you know, his face was cute too, but like all my confidence was basically in my hair. It's okay to just let that go, because the sooner you let that go, that's the quicker something better can come along. Pro number 2, it's so easy to maintain. Even if you don't feel like going through the process of figuring out what products work for you, you could literally just throw a wig on. because your hair is short anyway, so you just put a wig cap on. So even if your confidence feels completely shot and you don't think you have the head for a bald fade, which I think everybody can do a bald fade. I even think I can do a bald fade, but I don't know. I think kind of rocked it. Y'all can let me know. But anyway, even if you don't think you can rock it, you can throw a wig on. First of all, your hair will grow back so much faster because you're only dealing with one hair type. So your hair basically only has to focus on growing and retaining moisture. One side of your head doesn't have to worry about, I don't eat this, I'm vegan, I really am used to tofu. And the other side of your head don't be like, I'm a meat eater, I need meat. You know, that's basically what the fight is between, how the fight goes between the natural hair that grows in and the chemical hair that's already there. It's just like, sis, we do not mix. My last pro, it is so easy to moisturize your hair after a big chop, especially since it's just, you've chopped off all the chemical hair and it's just your hair, you know? You could really just start with Can 2 or mildly organic, you know? It's so much easier to experiment with products with a clean head. Like, when you transition, you're trying to paint over a picture that's already been painted. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just can't be done. It's really hard. I mean, it can be done. I've done it, you know. This is how it looked when I transitioned, and this is how it looked when I big chopped. But it's really hard. It's really hard. And honestly, like, if you choose to transition, I highly suggest you do it with the beautician, because a good beautician that knows about natural hair, because there are a bunch of beauticians out there that say they do natural hair, they know how to do natural hair, and honestly, they don't. So that's another indicator too. So thanks for watching, guys. Again, my whole goal for this entire channel is to make your hair work for you and have you stop working for your hair. And yeah.